So Sesh is actually Christy.
Yeah.
If you guys have not seen in her reveal video, definitely go and check it out. We will link it below.
I can't believe it.
I can't either.
I can't process it. For context, we filmed it yesterday and Sloan was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was definitely a scene. So just so you know, this is Christy.
Yes,
Are you doing your last
Christy,
name?
No. It's not really anywhere.
It's not a secret?
Yeah, I mean,
We'll avoid it for now.
I guess we'll avoid it for now.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, so
This is scary.
I've known Christy since December 2021 is when we first met.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then it was right before I moved to Florida, and then we hung out in Florida, and we'll get into more backstory.
Yeah.
But I've known her for a while, and it's like, I'm like, I don't know, it's like such a secret. So it's so weird to like,
I know.
have you on camera. You're actually here as you.
I wish I could see it from the other perspective almost of like all my friends that already know and like have been keeping the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how they did that for me. I love them so much. But yeah, that's just crazy that it's out now.
Yeah, especially, I mean, even credit to you though, you've been able to keep it under wraps. Like, I feel like you're so like private with it, and it works out, and like that's like territory. I could not imagine like if I was the one to like expose it. I'd be like, I would go so much.
Could you imagine?
I would run away. I would be just
people
gone.
thought it was gonna be you.
Oh, really? Well, I've had this secret for a long time, so I'm glad that you're on here.
And you kept it.
Yeah,
I love you for that.
I did. I mean, there's some people who we like drunkenly told when we're like,
Yeah, we definitely drunkenly told people, or sometimes it would just like come out. Honestly,
but it wasn't really threatening.
No, but there would also be times, because I hated the question, oh, what do you do for work?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I went on a date or like someone on a dating app asked me, or even just like going out to dinner with my friends and like, you know, their friends would be there or coworkers or whatnot. They'd be like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, I would give a different answer every time. Like it was
Really?
all within the same lines, but
Like what? Like,
it
so
would
like
come out-
journalist?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm a journalist, because that was like my history. That's like my past. So it made sense. It wasn't like I was lying or like, you know, trying to seem like better, like whatnot. But that's what would, you know, come up. And then people be like, oh, who do you write for? Can I read your stuff? I'm like, oh, well, it's a little more complicated. Or if I'm like, oh, we work for myself or things like that. There's always like questions that follow. So I immediately am like, oh, what do you do? Or like something. But anytime it would come up, it would be a different answer. And sometimes I would be honest. I'd be like, oh, I do like an anonymous like Gossip Girl type of thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Denois? And then they'd be like, no. I'm like, okay, well,
yeah, you're gonna have no idea.
there
anyways.
you go. I just have no idea what to say to you now.
Yeah, well, are you gonna say YouTuber now?
Maybe. I
YouTuber?
guess. Yeah, but I'd probably give like a little more context to it.
Yeah, you have to.
Because I feel like then they would like go on the page. They'd be like, what?
Yeah.
What's this?
Like, where are you?
They're like, yeah, why are you not in the videos?
Yeah.
Or like, who is this voice? Especially if they clicked an old video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because so the channel's gonna stay the same kind of content every day, like daily news, gossip, YouTuber drama, but your voice will be your voice now.
Yeah, I think it's trying to just use my voice.
What if you get like complaints? Like, where people are like, I want the old voice back.
I'm scared of, because I like the old voice. So I wouldn't be offended if other people also like the old voice, because I'm really used to it and I like it. Because that's the voice I hear in my head. Like that's what it sounds like. Because
you've like been listening to that for so long.
But like everyone hears their voice differently. Like you know when you like talk, that's like you sound like a certain way in your head, and then when you're recorded, everyone like hates their voice.
Yeah,
they hate the way they sound because it's like a little different.
Okay.
But yeah, so when I'm like putting that filter on, I'm like that's how I sound in my head. So whenever I hear like the real voice, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah. It's just gonna make life easier for you to like create content, right?
Especially on TikTok. Like TikTok is so quick, and I would love to just like make stuff in the app instead of having to go to my computer, put the filter on, like editing in
What's
there.
the filter called? Like it's
called Monster in Final Cut. Yeah.
Oh no.
And you put it on like low and then like down to like 13%, and then
really every time you do that?
But I don't have to do it every time now, because it's like I just copy and paste it. Like copy and paste the settings. Yeah.
So if someone wanted to like mimic your filter, that's what they would do.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a secret. The Morgan Adams filter. That's what they should call it.
So let's talk about the reveal, because that video went out. It has millions of views. We're filming this like ahead of time.
It's
got millions of views. It's #1 trending. So
#1 trending.
Why did you like decide? We'll talk a little bit later about like why you decided to reveal, but why did you decide to have like Manny a part of that moment, because it is so big?
Yes. Okay, so we talked about this when I was on the podcast last. that I had recently thought about the idea of if I were to ever, and I really never thought I would. I think it was just like a little dream that I had, like, okay, maybe one day. But the stars started to align, like, once, like, I met Manny and he agreed to that idea. It was just like, I just don't think I can miss the opportunity to do something like that. The first video I ever made was about Manny. So it made sense to me that it would be a fun thing for us to do together, for him to be in the video that I reveal, since he was that first video.
Yeah, and it's such a different video too, because back then you were not even using your voice. You were just putting text on a screen.
Just text on a screen to the two of us in a video together.
Is that video like live?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can go see it.
It really is like 1,000 views or like maybe even less. But it's just a minute and 30 seconds. Yeah. Text on the screen of Manny, calling him out for striking T-Spill's channel.
Yeah, which is like, actually, is that your friend that you have?
I do love her.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are like actually friends, but we don't know who she is though, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had Manny come on, and it was really fun to watch. Like, I was literally there, like, stage dad.
Oh my God, like, I know. You had like so many videos on my phone, and I can't even watch them because I'm like scared. I'm like, I can't watch it till it's like all done and ready, and then I'll be good. I just need to see it like when it's
you don't want to psych yourself out. But it was beautiful, and you like you did your makeup.
I'm just like, revert, we don't do it.
Yeah, it was like your quinceañera. Like, it was like your makeup was like perfect.
No, he said it was wedding. He said it was wedding day makeup. Honestly,
wedding day glam.
I never do my makeup like that. I don't think I've had my makeup done by anyone since like I went to prom.
Yeah, it was a lot of makeup, right?
Yeah,
like taking it off. What was that like?
A ton of makeup wipes, and then like washing my face, and I was like, oh my God, do people do this like all the time? I'm just like imagining like everyone in Hollywood getting glam all the time. Like, oh my God. But it was so fun. I didn't want to take it off.
Yeah, no, it looked really good.
Especially the lashes, because I don't know how to do lashes to save my life. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. And he was so great. I was so happy that he wanted to be in the video and just make it a full circle moment.
He was a good sport about it.
He was so excited, which made me like so excited because I was nervous. I was like, how's it gonna go? What are we gonna talk about? I wanted to get like all my points and stuff, but I also feel like, okay, I really wanted the video to be fun. That was my main thing. I didn't want to just reveal myself and then it's me on camera talking about myself to everyone, just like, oh, I did this, and like this is what my life has been like. And all these facts about me. It felt like having someone else in the video and then we're doing an activity also made it more entertaining, because there's like a lot to go over. I guess like all this time like trying to introduce people like to me after all these years. So I was like, how are we gonna do it?
Yeah, no, and I like that because I feel like you don't need to give it all away right away, and like it takes the pressure off of like you. And then Manny's like been on camera for years.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, so like some people would say that you like chose someone who's somewhat problematic, and I'm not like one of those people. Just kidding, Manny. But like a lot of people think he's problematic because he like is friendly with certain people out there, like James Charles and such. So
he talked about that. He's been in drama and stuff, and obviously I made a video about him. So that's like what started my channel. But I felt like I just really wanted it to be a full circle moment. It felt right. And that's why I wanted him to be in it.
Yeah, I think it was perfect. And it was like fun to watch. And
I feel like he had good humor and like he's funny and he's fun. So it was going to make for a really good video.
Do you think I had Manny on my podcast, so everyone loved it. So I think that everyone's gonna love your video as well. But like, do you think there's like, are you worried at all? I don't think you're worried at all, but are you worried at all that like you're coming out with your face for the first time, and then there's some people out there who may think he's like literally the worst person ever, and do you think that can like pull your reputation that you're just now establishing down? Or
I don't know. I mean, I hope not. I hope people like that have watched my videos for a really long time would know like where my heart is and like values and things like that, and knowing right from wrong, and like wouldn't think like I made like the worst decision ever. And I'm sure people are gonna say something. Like there's always people that are gonna say something about anyone. Like I get hate comments on any video I do. There's always something that someone wants to pick apart. So I'm sure people will say something about it. And I'm aware. I'm aware of that. Yeah. It really was about that.
No,
I thought it was so funny.
Yeah. No, I think it's cute.
He was so game, because I'm like, that wasn't the only video I ever made about Manny. So the fact that he was down to like, he said that was the thing. When we were filming, he talked about understanding drama channels and taking accountability for things, and that he's had people that he's gone to like drama channels and they've like told him, hey, like you did this, and then learning from that and really taking those words to heart and growing and being better and stuff. So I think that's,
yeah. And I mean, it's full circle, but it's also on brand. Like, I think it's the perfect reveal. So I think A+ for that. We'll have to see the final cut. And
I can't wait to see the final cut. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I edit all my videos, but this one, I'm like scared. Because
is it good to do like music in the background or something? Or is it going to be just like...
Sure.
You're going to have a lot of edits, aren't you?
Yeah.
I want to see the first round, though. You need to share it.
I edit all my videos, but this one in particular, I was like, I am so freaked out about it. I need someone else to do it because I needed to be perfect. Like, it needed to be so good.
Yeah.
And we talked for so long when we were filming that I just wouldn't even know what to keep and throw away.